Saving Hope is a Canadian television supernatural medical drama, set in the fictional Hope Zion Hospital in Toronto. The show's central character is Dr. Alex Reid, a doctor whose fiancé copyright, Dr. Charles Harris, is in a coma after being in a car accident. The show follows the life of Charlie in his coma state, and Alex dealing with patients, and hoping that he will survive. Dr. Reid is the chief surgical resident while Dr. Harris was the chief of surgery until his accident. Dr. Harris recovers at the end of Season 1, but is able to see the spirits of comatose and dead patients through Season 2. This comes in handy at the start of Season 3, when Dr. Reid ends up in a coma. The show also stars Dr. Goran, a new orthopedic surgeon and Alex's former lover. Reid also works along with Dr. Shahir Hamza, a neurosurgeon, Dr. Maggie Lin, a third-year surgical resident on rotation in the general surgery department, Dr. Gavin Murphy, a psychiatry resident, Dr. Zachary Miller, the ER doctor, a nurse Victor Reis, Dr. Tom Reycraft, Dr. Melanda Tolliver, and Dr. Dawn Bell, a cardiologist and Charlie's ex-wife. The show's premise originated with Malcolm McQuarrie and Maureen Brunner, who are both credited as creators and executive producers alongside Eleanor Frank, David Wellington, Leslie Harrison, and Aaron Martin. The pilot was filmed in Toronto, Ontario. Saving Hope has received mixed reviews from television critics for its storylines. Commentators noted that the show seemed like other dramas such as Grey's Anatomy. The series premiered on June 7, 2012 on both CTV and in the United States on NBC. On July 25, 2012, CTV ordered a second, 13-episode season for the summer of 2013. NBC, however, pulled the show's final 2 episodes from its broadcast schedule and made them viewable on their official website. On November 16, 2012, CTV announced they had increased their episode order for Season 2 to 18 episodes. On November 7, 2013, CTV ordered a third season of Saving Hope that will consist of 18 episodes and air in 2014. In September 2014, the U.S. cable network, ION Television, announced a partnership with E1 to have exclusive broadcast rights for current and future American television seasons. Production, conception, Malcolm McQuarrie and Maureen Brunner devised the concept of the series. McQuarrie had previously co-created the comedy series Republic of Doyle for CBC, while Brunner had previously created television drama Rookie Blue for the Global Television Network. Canadian broadcaster CTV had picked up the pilot episode in November 2011. Executive producers of the show went to Los Angeles, California, to pitch the series to U.S. broadcasters. Their efforts convinced NBC to pick up the series for airing in the United States. CTV and NBC ordered 13 episodes for the first season. The Los Angeles Times claimed that McQuarrie and Brunner are trying to combine a doctors-in-love medical soap opera modeled on Grey's Anatomy with something completely different, a paranormal ghost story with elements of A Gifted Man and Ghost Whisperer. Principal photography for the pilot episode took place in Toronto, Ontario in the spring of 2011. Plot: after a car crash on the way to his wedding, the chief of surgery, Charlie Harris, of Toronto's Hope Zion Hospital ends up in a coma. He finds out that he can roam the hospital in spirit form. His fiancé copyrightee and fellow surgeon, Alex Reid, tries to save his life with the help of other doctors, including surgeon Goran, as they struggle with their day-to-day lives to keep the hope alive at Hope Zion. Cast and characters: Erica Durance as Dr. Alex Reid, at the start of the series chief surgical resident and Charlie Harris fiancé copyrightee, Michael Shanks as Dr. Charlie Harris, chief of surgery, orthopedic surgeon, and Alex's fiancé copyright, Daniel Gillies as Dr. Goran, new orthopedic surgeon at Hope Zion and Alex's former lover, Huse Madhavji as Dr. Shahir Hamza, chief of neurosurgery and Victor Reis' longtime boyfriend, Julia Taylor-Ross as Dr. Maggie Lin, a third-year surgical resident on rotation in the hospital's general surgery department, Kristopher Turner as Dr. Gavin Murphy, a psychiatry resident, Wendy Crewson as Dr. Dana Kinney, chief of plastic surgery, who is appointed interim chief of surgery following Charlie's coma, Benjamin Ayres as Dr. Zach Miller, an ER doctor, Glenda Braganza as Dr. Melanda Tolliver, a friend of Alex's and an ICU doctor, Salvatore Antonio as Victor Reis, an OR nurse and Shahir's longtime boyfriend, Casey Collins as Dr. Tom Reycraft, a fourth-year surgical resident, who in Season 1, Episode 9 is appointed chief surgical resident in place of Dr. Reid. Joseph Piero as Jackson Wade, an ICU nurse, Michelle Nolden as Dr. Dawn Bell, a cardiologist and Charlie's ex-wife, Conrad Coates as Brian Travers, the main executive. Episodes. Reception. Ratings. In Canada, the premiere figures were the highest recorded for the summer season in 2012. The American premiere attracted 3.1 million viewers on NBC, which some critics were unimpressed with. Reviews. Saving Hope received mixed reviews on Metacritic with a score of 49 out of 100 based on 15 critics' reviews. Vern Gay of Newsday stated the series is modeled out of particularly sturdy, comfortable and reliable material. He added that it is a sober, intelligent, placidly paced drama as only the Canadians can make. The Chicago Sun-Temesa Shahir Laurie Rackles said the series has some fun, clever and emotion-stirring moments, but they're unregistered trademark re-handicapped by cheesy montages and one too many scenarios designed to remind us of the importance of having hope. Alan Sapinall of Hitfix called Charlie Harris' spirit walk around the hospital an interesting solution to the problem of telling stories we've seen a million times before. But doing it this way ultimately does more harm than good. He added, it's not bad so much as tired. The San Francisco Chronicle Shahir's David Wiegand called the series a lukewarm stew of ideas from other shows and films, with stock characters and situations that occasionally jerk a demi-tear or two, but with absolutely no authenticity. The sloppy sentimentality is cheap and unearned. References. External links, official website for CTV, official website for NBC, Saving Hope at the Internet Movie Database, savinghope@tv.com, Saving Hope on Twitter for CTV, Saving Hope on Twitter for NBC.